Hey guys, today we're taking a look at Amplifind, and this is a really awesome music app made by music lovers for music lovers. So you can see here, I'm going to go ahead and rotate it into landscape mode because it gives you guys a better look at the application, a much more wider view of the application, which is really awesome. Again, it's a $2 iPad specific application, and what's purposes is that of you can listen to your music, you can play your music through this application and get a really customizable experience, but you aren't just limited to that of your local library. You have access to music via services like SoundCloud, your iTunes account, of course, Grooveshark, and Spotify. So those are four popular music services. So you can see here are my iTunes purchases, for example, just some of them as I scroll through. In the top right here, you can see you can activate your SoundCloud account, which has tons of content, not just by big labels out there, but user uploaded content as well, so like covers and stuff like that. Spotify, which is a very popular music streaming service. So if you have any of those accounts, and you can see here I have my Grooveshark account hooked up. Again, just tons of music. So you're not just listening to music and going through your own library, but you're finding music via other services. So let's say you heard a really popular song, but you don't have it, you haven't bought it yet via iTunes. You can go out and search it via these other networks, and you don't have to use these different applications to do that. You don't have to leave your music experience just to go find another song on another network. You can just do it all via Amplifind. So you also have here on the left a really awesome music control interface. So you have this visualizer, which you can customize with tons and tons of different visualizers here. So you can see they offer all sorts of really cool visualizers specifically made for the iPad. Again, I was just on my favorite one here, which is Trapadacious. And you can see here, you can even full screen it by tapping on it, so you get a really crazy experience when listening to your music here. Now you have your equalizer down here. You can do all sorts of presets. So if you want to do stuff like bass boosting, all the stuff that you can do within your iPod application, you can do that all in Amplifind as well. And you actually have a control system here that you can control all these sorts of little knobs and stuff here. If you are really into that sort of stuff, you're adjusting all these decibels levels. You can do that as well on the fly. On the right here, of course, you have your music interface. You're looking at songs. You can go through artist and album and playlist views if you want to do that. Now, you can also of course customize the colors here, which is really cool. So at the very top you can customize it to pink, blue, purple, whatever you want. This adjusts the visualizer and your controls, so it's a really cool interface in terms of that. At the top here you can search your songs, and which is really cool. For example, I've searched the song All Falls Down, so I'll search it here, and what it gives me, it shows me all the stuff that I have related to that on my local device here. But what I can also do now is, you can see here it shows me my Grooveshark listings. I can just go specifically what's in Grooveshark, and you can see the icon represents it here. So you can see the music icon represents that of which is in my music library or iTunes library. So from here I can actually choose anything from Grooveshark and actually start streaming that. Now I'm going to go ahead and mute it here so the music doesn't go blaring. You can see here I have this one selected. I can hit play and it starts streaming it via Grooveshark. You can see the visualizer starts going off here. Really cool. I can pause it. I have all my basic music controls at the very bottom here. You can do shuffle, mute. Here's your volume adjust right here. You can also do things like repeat or loop. Now what's really awesome about this, again, it's going out there, it's not looking just locally, it's looking about all these networks to see what it can find and what you want to play. So it's really versatile at that. You have all these different artists, of course, from Grooveshark, so it's going to search all of those, whatever your title of the song may pick, you're looking for, and you'll find it, and you can play it through here. Now keep in mind, for example, you see the Grooveshark ad at the bottom here. Now that's specific to Grooveshark. If you have a Grooveshark premium account, you're not going to get any ads via Amplified. But Amplified itself, you have no ads. It's really a clean, easy to use experience, and you have tons of customization, really visual, appealing way to listen to your music. Just a much more better way for music lovers, built by music lovers. You don't have to just listen to your own library now. You can go out there and find find songs that you're interested in and you want to listen to via multiple networks like SoundCloud, like Grooveshark, like Spotify, all via one app. This is Amplified. You guys can find it in the App Store today.